We're back to the W3Champions finals, to the last one-on-one of the day, as the prize pool is rising towards 1,682. Once again, a praise to all of you out there. We have one last series, and Mr. Remo Demo was adminning while me and Carson were discussing who's the best player or the fondest player to our hearts. So I'm for LawLiet, Carson is for Soin. Mr. Remo Demo, where are you at?
If he goes mirror image on level 2, I'm for Soin.
All right. That's easy. It's easy to win you over, isn't it?
Dirty
Certainly
boy.
is.
It certainly is.
All right, then. Let's go, everybody. LawLiet versus Soin for the final 8. Soin, of course, a former winner. Season 9 was his. LawLiet is our current vice champion. So one of these guys has to go. It's going to be sad. But for me, it will be glorious, as LawLiet is going to own this fella.
You know, I would never argue with someone saying that a night elf was going to own an orc.
Well, Focus and Lynn showed that it's possible.
Absolutely.
Just Soin, you know? Soin has a great matchup versus Undead, great mirror matchup, great matchup versus Orc. It's just the Night Elves that he just can't beat.
Yeah, and I think LawLiet in particular has always been very, very good in this matchup because he does different strategies. He's not too stubborn, like maybe a Moon or a Colorful at times, and just does the pure standard strategy. He always changes it up. We see Lores, we see Mass Archers, we see Demon Hunter first sometimes, we see, of course, Talons, a possibility. So that's why LawLiet is always a tough opponent for any orc.
Yeah, I think you could wake up LawLiet at 4 a.m. in the night and tell him, hey, you have to play Soin in the tournament, it's really important, and he's gonna, like, no problem. His eyes still closed, you know? One hand at the belly button. Easy.
Maybe. That might be pushing it, but hey, I'll grant you the first half.
Close-up haste for the Keeper is, of course, the hero of choice, and here on Concealed, we have a Hunter's build coming up, so no talents. Oh, heal stuff reapplied. Soin with the blade, obviously, checking rather fast. So far, so standard.
Yep, Peon getting a lot of information. Will go down eventually, but Soin now knows where LawLiet's second camp will be. The question is Soin going to try to creep jack a little turtle, or is he going to try to take the shop? He has the timing, and he's going to take the shop. Oh, he messed it up. He can't do it. Oh, that's a huge mistake from Soin.
Because he's afraid of the beast that is LawLiet. Exactly. I'm shaken as well. Shaken of joy that these stupid arcs on Concealed were removed. Shout out to W3Champions and the map maker community.
Yeah, well, you know, the map is getting older, so I guess over time they sort of crumble down. There's lore to the infrastructure on Concealed Hill.
That's a beautiful way of putting it. It's just totally realistic. We have an AP coming up, and unlike in the AWL game for third, where Soin was up against 15th Sway, he's scouting it this time, and that shouldn't be a big issue. Or is it? I think the Blade Master is going to take care.
He's going to send the blade all the way back, because of course the Staff of Teleportation was about to be spawned, so he did want to get the Grunt safe. He's going to deal with it. And now the question is, where does the blade go next? Does he go straight down to potentially scout for an expansion that might have come up under the cover of that AP, or does he try to creep maybe his shop when he failed to do that at LawLiet? He's checking for another AP. Soin, a little bit scared right now.
I mean, he wasn't scouting for this for quite some time, and then he got totally overwhelmed by it. If players are coming for APs, because it's basically a loss if this AP comes up and it's in your base. Yeah. Like, you can't come back from that anymore. All the timings are ruined. You can't creep. And for the Night Elf, it's not a big investment, and it's distracting so much. I can see that. Better safe than sorry.
Nice micro on the blade so far. But nice deny from LawLiet, the Treants. Not feeding any extra experience with the blade. Of course, you don't want to give up the potential to have that mirror image. This keeps that Murloc just high enough HP where the blade cannot one-shot it, but Soin still gets it. Nice exchange from these two.
Yeah, I think LawLiet heard the cast and heard Remo saying, well, if Soin gets mirror image on level 2, then I'm rooting for Soin. What if he never even reaches level 2, huh? Who are you rooting for then?
And there's a possibility, yeah, Remo Demo would be stun locked at that stage, but the Keeper is going to be the one getting past level 2 now and getting closer and closer to level 3. This, and then I believe the Cobalts on the left-hand side might be enough to just eke out level 3. And for Soin, it is going to be Spirit Lodge Bestiary, Shadowhunter. Third Grunt, actually, as well. But Soin needs some time. In a couple of minutes, he's going to have a very strong army, but he's going to suffer from map control in the time being.
Oh yeah, as so often against the Keeper. What are you supposed to do? At least we got level 2, and now we will decide it. Who's Remo Demo cheering for the rest of the series? He holds on to the point. Not 100% sure what to do. Tree of Life coming up on the right-hand side, but Soin unable to find it yet.
Yeah, this is kind of an odd timing for the Tree of Life for LawLiet. Not necessarily odd timing, but odd because he doesn't know where the blade is. The blade was on his side of the map. He could have easily scattered that and canceled it, but it is not going to be found for now, and Shadowhunter and the blade are going to solo creep. Trapper doesn't get stolen, as it seems, and the Keeper does get level 3, and now the Grunts need to hide, and they need to run away. The Alchemist soon going to be picked up as well.
And not getting that lasted, Carson. Was that the best micro in the world that I heard so much of?
You know, it's the best luck in the world from LawLiet. How about that?
He's
I guess
never
I'd be
lucky.
happy, wouldn't it? He's very lucky.
Yeah. And colorful in mirror matches.
True.
His
Yeah,
drop rate of
chimes.
Vamp Aura is exactly unparalleled.
Alright, Shadowhunter needs to be so safe, but the first Shaman is out, and the first Wind Rider, importantly, or the only Wind Rider most likely, is out, and that's huge for creeping, for scouting over tree lines, can't be entangled, and of course excellent against the Huntresses, so Wind Rider so good. And the Tree of Life is up soon, but has not yet been crept out, so we'll have to go back soon enough.
You as an Orc stan, Carson, is there a map where you're not going Wind Riders anymore in this matchup?
really.
Because I feel like I've seen it on all maps now.
Yeah, this was the first map where players were doing it because a lot of the creep camps are difficult to take, so you could use that extra damage and also the tree lines and stuff like that. And of course, it's a bigger map, so it's harder to be punished for that bestiary coming up and get it canceled, stuff like that. So this is the first map we saw it on, but nowadays people just do it on every map. They found a way to work it in.
I like it. I like it. Good amount of piercing damage. And LawLiet at this stage just has to run. Of course, he's going to cover and distract from the expansion. And now the blade sees what's happening. Oh, damn. I did not see that coming up. I do see a lot of support in my Streamlabs tool here, though. Thank you, Gamers Revenge, for the 1-year resub. Just Magic for 21 months. Huh?
Mirror image!
There it is.
Okay, here we go. Just Magic so hyped for Soin versus Soin. Yeah, sorry, I made a little mistake there. Strider bought a Back to Warcraft hoodie. Said, I need a new hoodie anyway. Might as well be a walking ad for you. Says something, thank you for the bits. Dargok, Balu, and W. Lieber. Thank you guys for the support.
Thank you. Blade Master is here, and he could potentially get an archer kill. If he pops Mirror Image, he might even be able to get 2 archer kills. Oh, Heal Spray is going to be quite nice. Yeah, nice micro from LawLiet. Not messing this up. Don't want to lose these units early on. But of course, just like with Ice Orc earlier, Soin doesn't need to get any unit kills. He doesn't need to get any lasses. He doesn't need to cancel the gold mine. He just needs to creep the Shadowhunter up, which Soin is doing perfectly right now.
Yep. And he's also counter-expanding, and that's already at a quarter, I'd say. Plus the rat spot for basically free. Really good distraction at LawLiet's expansion. And Warsong Battle Drums, well, does help to a degree. No movement speed, which is probably what you wanted initially, but hey, the entirety of the camp goes to the Shadow, and that's level 3 unlocked, while LawLiet is just busy with his pesky blade.
Yeah, just threatening that gold mine cancel. I feel like LawLiet could maybe deal with this a little bit easier. Just leave 2 to 3 Huntresses there, and they are enough to deal with the blade. But of course, if he left those, he wouldn't be able to creep because the creep camp is so difficult. So it's all right. But Soin has a really strong timing if he just attacks right now. Yeah, he has his own expansion that he just want to get canceled, but the best way to be defensive is to be aggressive, and LawLiet is taking that path right now too.
Oh, that's a big fight. Speed scroll engagement. Archers all out of position.
Oh my god.
That's a nice lightning shield by Soin. A second one right there. And the Wisp are not in position. Usually the biggest strength of LawLiet in these fights is the Wisp detonates. But man, tons and tons of damage already on LawLiet's army.
Jesus, that's a Huntress. That's going to be 4 archers going down. 1 shaman's gone down. A grunt's gone down. And one Wind Rider almost falls. The Shamans are the entire focus of LawLiet right now, but in doing so, he's going to lose a bunch of archers, it seems. A 5th one will go down. Oh, almost a 4-point surround on that Alchemist, but that would have been an overcommitment for sure. But Soin, no man on the Shadow, is going to have to back away.
Ooh. New purges, more damage. There's so much more mana on the Shaman. I don't know why that is, because there are no wisps, of course. Little birdie can't get the kill because of that heal spray that was heal self that was applied by Soin. Well done. Still, even here comes the Alchemist focus. Oh
Blocks
no!
the Keeper for passing the TP with the Blade Master. Loses the Grunt in doing so, but really nice micro from Soin there. There it is. Shaman to the south of the map with full mana backs away. And there's a lot of low units that need healing for Soin, and it's about to be nighttime. Maybe head over to that left side fountain.
Carson, I start to worry.
Ooh, the Shaman. I'm
Kill,
worried about that one. Oh, okay, it's down. Sad day to be that Shaman.
He
It's like me in
survived.
Germany, just completely lost. That was me at the airport.
Oh, wow. First, you didn't want to come to travel to Germany. Then you said it was a miserable time in Germany. Now we're going to invite you again.
Just the airport. Just the airport. That's all it was miserable.
Okay. Next time, we're going to get you here by car.
Oh, I thought private jet.
No, you need an airport for a private jet.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Kidnap me and just blindfold me, throw me in the back of a car, and then just throw me on a private jet. It'll be easier that way. I'll get there quicker.
All right. Maybe also Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah, that could be nice.
Yeah,
nice. Like Wizard of Oz.
Right on. We Germans have a great history with Zeppelin traveling.
Oh, God. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, we could try. We could try again.
Well, we have 2 pushes coming up.
Doesn't tend to favor the Orc, but the positioning in this case did. So LawLiet is the one that forced the TP, and Soin doesn't have his own town portal. Just going to back away. Soin's happy to buy a little bit of time to catch up in supply and to mine from that expansion, but Treants, 6 of them, in fact, going towards the Peons now.
Right on. More and more subs are trickling in. Thank you, MNT7 Weasel and Style, who says, awesome commentary. Glad you like it, mate. We fight over the dragon. Still the Wyvern in. Alchemist is back, of course, as well. But nobody really cares about the Drake. It's all about the units. Blade Master with Lightning Shield again. Archer's out of position. He's moving the entire army. Damage uptime isn't that great. And the Wisps are detonating onto nothing.
Oh, at least they get the speed scroll at the tail end of it. Wind Rider went down to the creeps. Archers horribly out of position due to that speed scroll that helped out. Shamans again are the focus of LawLiet, but the focus of him now is just running away. But so many ensnares. This is 4 stragglers that will fall if LawLiet decides to not fight here.
Scrappy fights. They're operating on 2 different screens, depending on how big their screen is, I guess. But so now, you gotta run, and there's no speed scroll anymore, no TP. LawLiet trying to catch up with Entangle, but there's no mana anymore either.
Oh, yeah, Shadowhunter needs mana. Has a couple of Serpent Wards, but definitely wants full mana if someone's going to commit to a fight. Shamans out of position. Again, another lost Carson at the airport in the back of the army right now. Going to go down to the Archers. Ooh, this is the second one with nearly full mana.
Oh man, it was such a great game by Soin so far, but a few mistakes here and there, and of course the big mana potion on the Alchemist. So much longevity in this fight. Archers split a bit better against the Lightning Shield. Another Shaman is going down. Slowly but steady, the mana is an issue. Just as the Blade Master's health, but he gets out of there. Oh!
Surrounded? Maybe. He does lock it in. Blade Master going to try to pop him out. He does pop him out, but now the Blade, can he get out? Yes, he can. Oh my dear lord.
Oh! Soin survives, but there's so many kills coming. 2 Raiders immediately pop. The heal wave keeps the Blade Master in. Also, the Hunts are falling. Now the detonates. Will they finally be able to do something? They block the blade! And the little birdie gets the kill. The damage dealer is out. But how about that Keeper is able to walk around? And with that, LawLiet might have the big edge here. If his heroes stay alive. Everything in jeopardy, though. There's more Ensnare.
Can he keep any of his heroes alive? I'm just realizing now that LawLiet doesn't actually have a town portal. Is he just going to lose both heroes LawLiet? Alchemist goes down as expected. Blade back from the tavern. There's 1 Raider left. He just entangles him and kills him right away. The dieback, the classic, but Keeper might have to staff out soon after this ensnare. The Raider doesn't live. That's a huge deal. Alchemist back, but he's not going to die.
Oh boy, what a slobber knocker of a game. A bloodbath in the middle of Concealed. But Soin feels like he's running out of steam here, gets a double kill, and the Shadowhunter is of course leveling like crazy.
Yeah, no more mana, though. Shadow's gonna back away again. That blade, if he had waited till, say, now to get the blade back from the tavern, it would actually be an excellent timing because no entangle, but now someone's going to have to play defensive around that burrow. He's not out of it yet, but he is down by 14 supply currently.
Let's be honest here. This Blade Master revive, little bit of an orc brain move.
Yeah, definitely. Need critical strike. Need blade.
Big
need
red
right
number.
click.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zug. Oh boy.
Unfortunate.
Big supply lead now, but LawLiet is still on tier 2. So, not the biggest upgrades. Still playable for Soin if he decides the next fight for himself.
Yeah, the hero levels are obviously quite nice. Level 6 Shadow. The ultimate, not too impactful, but level 3 Serpent Wards will be. And the blade about to be 4. But LawLiet is getting the remaining big camp on the map. Gets, I think, Boots of Quelp lost there. Not the greatest, but the experience is nice, at least on that Alchemist.
Whew, this game is kinda crazy. Blade Master is back. Wants this level 4 for level 2 critical strike. But LawLiet, he's preparing a dangerous push.
Yeah, the Expo's dead. It's just dead.
Spoiler
All
alert.
Right. Definitely dead. Maybe, okay, he gets Robe of the Magi from the fountain. Maybe Soin can force a good fight at LawLiet's expansion. He's trying to get a town portal. I don't think he's not gonna be able to save the Expo even if he town portals. He's going to now. Let's see.
Oh man, I think he's just pressing forward, right? Is he? At least with the hunts and the heroes, Blade Master and Grunts get a beautiful connection on the archers, and the calculation is all right. Ooh, it was close.
One archer lost. One archer. That's it.
That's pretty effective trading, I'd say.
Not too bad. Yeah, the split, the 4 that are running away, and then the ones that ran up during the town portal. Really nice micro there from LawLiet, and Soin forced into an all-in situation here.
It's not too great. He can't re-expand. He's stuck at 50. He's 20 pop down. Almost no combat items, but at least he has a mana potion and an invo potion. Whew, poor Soin. It was 15 minutes of awesomeness. And then his opponent was a little overwhelming. 5-5 Keeper, 4-6 Alchemist. Not the greatest level ups coming for the Orc as well. What's the
lab still available? Oh my god, I'm so surprised someone didn't take that earlier. That's a greater mana potentially. That's a game-winning item potentially. Even something to save the blade as well in the fight by his tavern. But he takes it now. And it is the greater mana. Maybe that'll help the eventual, what I would say, again, would have to be an all-in.
Oh boy. Got some good calls here today. Carson the Prophet Jr. But
Yeah, well, you know, is what is a 20% chance? You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A lot of men on the Shadow.
Treants are scouting for another expansion, which isn't there. We know this, of course, but LawLiet is making double sure. Yeah, a lot of mana indeed, and this has to work. The big final push.
So many Huntresses. Oh my god. Serpent Wards will soon be level 3 at least, but the Protective Scroll is nice. The Alchemist has a ton of mana, and Soin trying to get on top of the archers, but there's just so much normal damage on top of this Entangle for the blade.
Lots and lots of raiders as well. Can he buy some time to attack the tree? Oh, Blade with an invo potion, but he's only safe for so long. Huntress numbers diminished. Lightning Shield again working fine, and this Scroll Protection won't last forever.
Soin is so good with canceling that heal spray. LawLiet even waited a little bit to kill a couple raiders before using it, but it's all been canceled. Soin's micro, pretty good. He's still down by 20 supply, but LawLiet is running away. Shadowhunter about to be level 6, and that's still a greater mana in the tank. Soin, can you do this? Maybe.
Oh my god. It's a miracle thus far. We still have melee forces. We have a level 5 Blade Master as well. New Treants. But Alchemist, he's out of mana. Keeper as well. Is this still doable?
Level 3 Serpent Wards now against the Huntresses do a ton of damage. Keeper half HP. Soin almost evening up the supply, but loses 2 units back to back. 45 against 60. Little bit fumbly-bumbly on the Archer retreat, but now the Alchemist is the target.
No way. 172. Is there a
Blade's
staff?
attacking.
No way. He's just killing him. He's just killing the main support, and such a big tank just gone. But we have level 6 Keeper of the Grove. You know what that means. Tranquility doesn't save these 2 hunts here, though. The supply is almost even. Triple kill for Soin. What?
How's that for your micro, Neo?
Yeah, I take everything back. This is just nuts. This is so good.
Still not out of it for LawLiet, though. He's losing a lot, but Soin is out of mana on the Shadowhunter. Greater mana and small mana used. Blade Master low on hit points, and Soin actually has to back away. And let's not forget, LawLiet is mining on 2 base. He can get the Alchemist back, and he can pull ahead and supply yet again. And Soin may not be able to afford that much mana twice.
Yeah, 100%. Your boy might have one of the best micro in the world, but my boy has the strategic genius. He knows, okay, all I need is my expansion to be up, and if I lure you away with significant losses, I will be fair and say that. But as long as the expo is up, we can easily replace these. But man, Soin has a supply lead now. This is so crazy.
Long distance mining. Shadowhunter goes back. Double clarity, double mana potion. Okay, this is truly it. Tree of Ages gonna have to wait. Probably in the main base. I doubt that Tree of Ages has time to move up to the center of the map. So LawLiet, 5,000 gold in his natural. Soin has to break this Tree of Life. If he does, we still got a game on our hands, because that's a level 6 keeper still. If all the Raiders go down, could be really strong Tranquility.
Ooh. Is he not going for the tree? No, he's trying to intercept the army. Trying to intercept these wisps. The detonates can't land if you're Soin. He has to intercept them. So far, so good. He'll wait for... Oh, this was a big one.
Yes, about 3 of them land. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, 3 of them land pretty flush. The rest of them were dealt with. So far, no units go down for either side, but the Ensnare is now down. Treants, a little bit AFK for a second. First Huntress falls. Shadowhunter, 1 mana pot, 150 mana left over. Dust Appearance now to kill a couple of extra units, but LawLiet again backed into his base.
Oh, Entangle on the Blade, gets out of it. Still a mana potion, still a clarity potion. No way. 4 units run on the Blade. Info potion has to be used. Alchemist is in trouble. Can he kill him again for the second time?
He's blocking the staff pass. He's blocking the staff pass. He's still blocking the staff pass.
No way. Massive amount of damage. Double level up for Soin. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. And of course, blocking the potion of vulnerability pass is what I did mean there. Shadowhunter, 200 mana and a clarity that he should pop very, very soon. Fountain could be used to send these grunts back, but one's going to fall. Still, LawLiet is mining. Let's not forget that Soin is not mining currently, though. Keeper, potion of vulnerability will be used, but that's the only safety net he has. There it is. He can't staff out currently because that would break the invulnerability. All the archers are exposed, and Soin is going for the throat. He's going for the win here.
Oh, staff! Can he reach?
Cooldown?
Oh my god! Game! Soin wins!
That's my boy. That's my boy right there.
And what a way to do it. Oh my god, what a game. Really good early game by Soin. Especially when he found that speed scroll engage at the lab. He got a big lead. Later on, that Blade Master loss and dieback. I was fail fishing so hard over here, man. That almost cost him the game. He was supposed to win, then he was supposed to lose. And then he clutches it out in the end. That was super fun.
Yeah, dude. What was that? 20 supply down or something at the last base. It's honestly, it comes down to a lot. And this is something not a lot of players do other than the top orcs, at least this well. I think Soin does it particularly well. The Raider control against the heal spray and knowing to always have a cooldown available, not just spamming it on 4 archers the immediate second you get into the fight, saves it for the Alchemist, controls the healing, controls the fight completely, and keeps them alive, importantly. He doesn't just lose them all when there's that amount of Huntresses. Very well done. From both, LawLiet always in a position to win, but Soin just one really good fight is all it takes sometimes.
Incredible. Also, the significance of that lab still having the creeps there.
Yeah.
Dropping the mana potion, just perfect timing. Soin created the perfect storm. He had a good army. He found the best item, and then he executed this so beautifully. Yeah, this is nuts. This was a great, great, great game, even though my heart is crying a little bit.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that the Blade Master being so under-equipped would lead to his downfall. Did you guys see that shortly before the end, when the keeper was still alive, he had a crit there onto a Huntress or something, and it was 136
Right.
on a level 3 crit.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like minimum roll.
Yeah.
And there can be a big difficulty on Concealed Hill if you don't start off with some good items early on. I think he started with the ring, right? Concealed Hill, not many items to stack up on, but still good enough in the end with the Shadow Hunter level 7, dude. What a game.
You guys are going pretty nuts with the GGs. I love to see it. Thank you, Pete Has Streams, for the 19-month resub. Thank you, Kleine Schildpad. You absolute god, by the way. This guy, not only does he subscribe, but he's also responsible for the one in front of that prize pool. A round of applause for Kleine Schildpad. We need an emote for him soon. Huge
True.
donation. Also to our new NA Cup yesterday. You're an incredible support, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ilionidas, thank you for the sub. Thank you, Chemico, for the raid. Very hyped to see your matches tomorrow. And Jannis Haare, which translates to Neo's hair. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you, guys. All right. Springtime. Can it top Concealed Hill?
Well, we definitely need a game 3 here. Otherwise, I'm going to leave the stream crying and someone else has to do the FFA.
All right. Well, Remo?
Well, if Neo starts crying, I'm going to be in the best mood possible, so hell yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, if he starts crying, then I'm going to start crying. Then we're all going to be crying.
Nobody's going to be crying because LawLiet is going to smash this dude now. What are the odds that Soin can have a performance like this back-to-back?
I don't know. This seems to be his tournament, man. He always plays extremely well. Well, not most times. Plays extremely well in this tournament. He seems to be prepared. And just the micro's just on point. Maybe it's the conditions, Neil. Maybe it's the amazing ping that he has that allows him to micro like this.
Right on. They're playing on Korean Central. That's a ping of like 2 to 3 MS. That is basically LAN conditions. Thank you, W3Champions, for implementing awesome service like this.
Thank you for Soin's micro, allowing him to show us this. That Orc,
Goddamn.
in fact, can do it. You just have to micro forehead.
Dude, LawLiet, 2nd place DreamHack, 2nd place World Series, 2nd place in 2 W3Champions finals, 1 map away from being eliminated in the round of 12.
A player's forces are
It
under
would be a sad day.
Yeah.
It would be a sad day indeed.
Yeah.
But it's sad no matter what. Peon, annoying as always. Is he gonna... You don't want to lose this Peon. Okay, he doesn't. You want to keep that Peon alive as long as you possibly can, because information is king in the early game of this matchup in particular.
All right. Can still be used as a scout. This is also something that Soin is doing a lot better compared to his matches versus Night Elf in AWL, where he was constantly losing these peons and feeding the keepers up to a quick level 2. So definitely some lessons from this week's Korean League.
Yeah, actually, continue to talk about the Peon. I actually like where he put it. This is a cool little location down here on Springtime. I believe, is it in the top side of the map as well? You can hide. Yep, it also has that in the top side. So this is really nice for any worker to keep alive, of course, nearby to where the Tree of Life could potentially come up. This is nice. This Peons is going to be up for quite a while.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Shout out Deathwing for the 19-month resub. Woohoo! Nice games. You're right, Mr. Deathwing. You're very, very right.
Blade gets Sentry Wards. That's a nice creep route from Soin. Oh my god, is the Blade going to die? The Blade's dead! What? And the Grunt's dead too, probably. If he can somehow bring some units, potentially. He's only got 1 entangle currently. He's going to keep chasing it and eventually have 2 entangles instead, probably.
So when new Fly confirmed?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Fly had a win streak of like 19 months against Night Elf, so if you just play like Fly, then yeah, maybe that helps you. And of course, losing Blade Masters is part of the game plan.
As always. And Grunt denied, but of course LawLiet has all the map control in the world to just get level 3 anyway.
Yep, with ease. And that's as good of a start as you can possibly get. But you know, taking 2 creeps but at the same time with all these Furbergs, a little ambitious. But they are peaceful. They retreat. They want to go to sleep.
All right, Blade's back. The cheapest town portal in the world. Even cheaper than a, I don't know, speed scrolling
scroll?
back or something like that. Yeah, there it is. Almost though. I mean, nowadays speed scroll, what's that cost? 349 gold.
I heard about it, man. I never play Orc, but I heard nobody can afford speed scrolls anymore. It's just way too expensive.
Yeah.
A player's force
If we are undead, we would unsummon our Great Hall to afford a speed scroll, but we can't do that, unfortunately.
Unsummoning Great Halls is all we do every day.
Nope. I heard Happy did it once on ladder, actually, by accident, so you guys do sometimes.
I mean, Juan did it in Meisterschaft.
Classic.
It was a fun one.
Alright. And actually, similar to Ice Orc earlier, even though Soin is doing it on less information, I believe. Okay, no, he does have the peon. Torn Chieftain, Bestiary, Torn Totem, and scouts the wins with that peon.
forces are under attack.
Remember, that stayed alive.
Right on. Great information provided by that peon. Also got Demon Hunter confirmed, Talons confirmed. And now I'm really curious because I know that Soin got better in this matchup versus Archers and Hunts, but how is this matchup versus Talons? I really don't know.
I would say versus Talons is even more mechanical. It's more micro-based. There's more details. There's more things to do. So as long as he knows the steps in which to take, the order of things to do, and what to do in terms of micro, he should be pretty good, I would have to guess.
Okay. Maybe LawLiet can overwhelm him, though, as he did so often in the past. The strategy that he refined, talents were, of course, a thing for a long time. But he implemented the Keeper talent play and was very successful with that. But should be enough time for Soin to creep, at least to decent levels. And Blade Master inventory looks a lot better than last game as well.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Demon Hunter, though, going to get a good start to creeping himself. Ancient of War, always proactively moving for LawLiet. It's kind of what he's known for at this point, the creeping. And the Demon Hunter is going to get a swift level 2. Blade Master, though, is going to try to disallow that. He actually speed scrolled here, but barely missed the timing, just like the Dust barely missed as well.
Wow, shows you how good these guys know each other. They know the timings inside and out. Blade Master not able to get too much done here, though. Berserker, maybe. Yeah, had to get it. But the big rewards all on the Night Elf side. More mana for more Entangle and more Treants. It's always very good. And also the guaranteed level 3. Tier 3, still waiting for that, but everything else seems to be in order for LawLiet. And of course, after this early game, it's definitely his game to take at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah, what Soin is doing with this harass, even if he's not getting like any kills or anything like that, he's forcing the Keeper to stick around the Demon Hunter, whereas the Demon Hunter would love to solo creep right now. He's forcing the Keeper to be there for dusting, for entangle, for the constant treants. So, which delays the Demon Hunter's level 3 by so much, when of course the TC is already 2.5 Pennant of Energy, by the way, and this is actually a nice timing for Soin.
Did he get it with the last hit on the TC with a shockwave?
I think he did.
Oh my god. Speed scroll. He wants more. He wants the Keeper. What the hell?
Oh, gonna be a town portal. By the way, Neil, when you when you said that, it was the it was the exact rhythm of Smooth Criminal. somebody clip it and put Neo over the music video. Then you get it with the TC, with the shockwave. just want to point that out.
TC, are you okay? You okay? You okay, TC?
Clip it.
Oh, I love it.
A player's forces are
So,
under attack.
is he gonna go for? I was wondering this from Ice Orc earlier. Like, are Orc players playing the tier 2 expansion? This is something I feel like Orcs go back and forth on when they're up against unorthodox Night Elf strategies. When and if do you expand? And it seems like Soin's following a similar philosophy to Ice Orc with no expo.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. You need so much in terms of items and also upgrades. I don't know if you can afford that. Also, the Tinker push with Treants is so strong against buildings.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Something we didn't have to take into account for back in the day when it was all Demon Hunter Talon. There's just so many summons and summons going in and killing peons and hit and run and stuff like that. Whereas nowadays it's a lot more difficult. But this fight doesn't seem like it will be too difficult. The shockwave just barely hits, and it hits good.
Pretty incredible how competitive Soin is after losing his Blade Master so early on. Giving a keeper a jump start is usually never allowed, but no problem for Soin thus far. Next creep spot, next steal. Greater healing sold for an invo potion, of course more value if you can't be cycloned. And LawLiet is still not close to a level 3 demon.
Yeah.
He's a little bit in trouble, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the issue is how do you force the Night Elf to be on a timer? Like, if he's not level 3 Demon Hunter at this timing, then I win because I have this advantage, which tends to be what the expansion is for. But in this case, Soin is eventually going to have to win the fight. He's eventually going to have to fight against level 2 Mana Burn. He just needs to somehow get a supply advantage before that, because of course tier 3 against tier 2, you need a supply advantage.
Yeah, I guess the timer is level 5 TC, but that's also far down the road. Battle drums, nice to have, again, especially for raiders. But LawLiet feeling comfortable now for the first big push, and there's no town portal for Soin, and there's also no reinforced defenses.
Yeah, no War Mill even, which is something Icework prioritized earlier, but it's going to be... what do you think? I think 4 burrows are going to die here.
Oh, yep. Is it? Oh, he's running back. Okay, that's 2. I think your prediction is pretty spot on if he's not turning around and taking the fight, because there's a barracks basically blocking for him now.
Yeah. Oh, Shockwave is huge, though! Overcommitment potentially, but Heal Scroll's there to solve. 1 Talon fell, and the burrows are now attacking. Someone should fully burrow up and shift-click these Talons.
Oh, man. This is... Oh, my! That's major damage! And Soin is in a leading position, right? I mean, he has to rebuild these burrows. That's expensive and annoying, but he's at 60 anyway. He can fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 60 is pretty acceptable. Like, if you lose all these burrows and you're at like 53, 54, even 55, you're like, that kind of sucks. I wish I could lose a couple units. But 60, he's got enough units where he could win a fight. He has map control. He can creep super fast, and he had some extra burrows anyway. He had 1 extra burrow.
And the next red spot goes to his side as well. Our vice champion facing elimination. It's not getting better. Helm of Valor for a couple more stats. Also, Ice Troll Berserker. Very swifty dude. Laboratory here for LawLiet. Finally level 3. Yes. Man, that took him forever.
Yeah, it took ages. 12 minutes into the game. First Fairy Dragon as well. A free kill. It's not as cheap as a flying machine is for humans, so you don't really want to sacrifice that for the scout. LawLiet coming in for the fight, but Soin has had good starts to the fight so far.
Calm before the storm.
Mirror image. Mirror image.
Oh, Mirror Image. The 1-2-1 build. That's really nice, of course, for 1 Fairy Fire and, of course, Cyclone, Mana Burn, Entangle. So many things Mirror Image is good for. Much more valuable than the Windwalk.
Why is it good against Cyclone?
Because you Cyclone both blades by accident.
Do you think LawLiet would Cyclone an illusion?
Yes, I bet you he will, actually.
I'm gonna ban you from the stream for heresy.
All right, I'll take a 1-year ban if he doesn't Cyclone a Mirror Image.
All right. Risking a job just like that. I like that. Risk taker. Never ever.
A player's forces are under attack.
Some more creeps gonna go towards Soin, getting closer to level 5 TC, which is maybe not a win condition, but it is gonna make it very difficult for LawLiet, especially with him lacking hero levels. And just still one base LawLiet. Getting a couple more creep camps, which Tinker level 3 is something you definitely can't complain about.
Oh, for sure. So Soin is an upkeep for a long time. I feel like, yeah, he got map control and got important creep spots, but is he doing enough?
I don't know. Yeah, he needs good positioning in the fight. If he just takes any random fight at this stage, he's going to get owned. But if he has, like, for instance, behind the gold mine, Demon Hunter in the front, something like that, he could still win. But 66 against 50, Neo.
Oh, yeah. And, okay, LawLiet has a TP, 2 heal scrolls as well. Mana's looking good.
Oh,
well,
1 Talon hit.
Think he wanted to get that shockwave out before the burn is there. Now the Demon Hunter can roam freely again.
Demon Hunter being focused a little bit. And Shockwave that time hits very, very nicely, but Mana Flare hits as well. Clockwork Goblin's doing good. The Pocket Factory is very well positioned. Raider forces a Dispel. Fairy Fire, or Mana Flare rather, hits. Thorn Chieftain though. One Shockwave left and a Mana Pot. Does land that one pretty good as well.
Dude, he's playing around the max range of Shockwave so well.
Yeah.
Barely getting touched by a Demon Hunter. The end of the Shockwave is always hitting like 3 to 4 to 5 units. It's not every day you see that.
And Soin's whole goal there was to set up the fight, force heal scrolls. He forced 1 of 2 heal scrolls, and then he steals the heal scrolls from the shop close by to LawLiet. And then, you know, he's obviously going to be able to pop that mana pot and win the next fight potentially. So he's playing around this very, very well. Never actually directly engaging. This is how Lin showed us to beat Talons, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This is how he was playing it. Just never actually take the fight.
Yeah.
Extend it as long as possible and force those heal scrolls.
So much to work with on both sides. Double invul, heal scroll, mana potion, and we're dead even in value. Even the bank is pretty much dead even. And very rare to see a Night Elf breaking upkeep with talents,
Yeah.
but feels necessary now.
Yeah, there gets a point where you can't just be 50 supply, I suppose. There's only so many items you can buy. LawLiet has triple Potion of Vulnerability and a Heal Scroll Town Portal now, so he's kind of just got to get some more Fairy Dragons. 4 or 5 Fairy Dragons, not bad at all. This positioning is really good for LawLiet to start things off.
I agree. Except if the TC can connect. And he's going to try. Oh, nice burn for 80. But here's the Shockwave. That was the only one, though. Is that enough?
Doesn't seem like it so far. That's why Hero Focus is becoming an inevitability. Keeper, force the Town Portal. Both these walkers, will they live? Yeah, actually, both low walkers live. And I think someone gets out of there not losing a single unit, killing maybe 3 Talons.
That was pretty impressive, man. Everything is hurt and bruised. But for that, we got heal selves. A lot of heal selves. Very cheap regen, of course, for the Night Elf as well. Still no Tinker level 3. The levels aren't there yet, and the level for the TC is looking better and better. 4.5. And same goes for the Blade Master. LawLiet is in trouble. Still.
2,700 left. That's about a little over 4 minutes of mining in the gold mines, and the map crept out except for the remnants of a red camp towards the top right of the map. And LawLiet continues to be aggressive against what he thinks is maybe a vacant base where he can kill burrows, but Soin is waiting here.
Yeah. He was still healing. Speed scroll, engagement. He wants it now. There's no mana potion this time. Demon Hunter burned, so no Shockwave, and Cyclone rules now. Oh, there is actually.
Shockwave. Very, very good. The Tinker is kind of just fighting 3 Berserkers and a bunch of Walkers right now. The Raiders are trying to get on top of the Talons, but LawLiet has microed this quite well so far. Shop in position of the TC. Fairy Dragon does not go down to the BAP, and all the invulnerability potions are being popped.
Oh, Soin, I don't think you have the sustain in this fight. You need heal scrolls, don't you? The heroes got to carry, but they're all so bruised. One more heal scroll on LawLiet side. Demon Hunter. Whew, that was the heal scroll with a lot of value. LawLiet was winning the early stages of that fight, but now the pendulum swings back. TC, big old grunt with an aura. Demon Hunter about to drop, has that invul still. He's taking control over these raiders, slowly but steady, but there's also level 5 TC.
Oh, Blade Master. Is there an entangle? There is an entangle. This Blade just dead. He windwalks. He's close to the shop, but he cannot get the potion. And the Blade level 5 goes down. And Soin not only needs that Blade, which he does Tavern Reviver right away, but he needs a heal scroll, like you mentioned.
And he's next to the shop, sells the battle drums. Here we go. And with that, he can take the fight again, I think. Heal scroll committed and immediately forcing the TP, but he goes for the keeper. The keeper's just dead with a 208 crit. The Cyclone comes too late. And the Fairy intercepted as well. Go! Soin is doing it, isn't he? He gets another one.
My God. Okay, so we're in a situation where LawLiet can get his keeper back. He's going to just probably AFK in his base right now. If LawLiet can get up, because Soin might not have enough gold at this stage to both heal, get mana, get maybe another heal scroll, and break upkeep to above 50. So if LawLiet sits in his base, uses the rest of his gold to get up to an even supply count, 50 versus 50, then he can maybe have an army which can secure the ability to move that Tree of Eternity to the expansion, which Soin is not going to have that luxury other than long-distance mining. So maybe LawLiet has a win condition if he just chills.
Okay. Doing nothing, win the game. I like that. I'll implement that into my games as well.
The X-Lord style.
The X-Lord style.
Patience.
Right on. Patience is a virtue, I heard.
True. And based.
And based.
Alright, Soin scouting for an expansion. He's got a lot of mana and he's got a lot of health, but he doesn't have a ton more gold to recover from another fight. He's got to do serious damage with this fight.
Okay, he's anticipating that Tree of Eternity moving over. Now he wants to fight into Moonwells. Is that the right call? This Shockwave hitting nicely. But is that an overcommitment?
Potion of vulnerability probably going to be used. Dispel into Potion, I think, would have been the play there for Soin, but he didn't go for it. Heal Scroll hasn't been used. Yes, it has been used, and Shockwave is landing good, but LawLiet, again, the patience is paying off. He's going to need a Heal Scroll because all these towns are getting quite low, but he's going to have plenty of gold if he can move that Tree of Eternity over soon enough.
Oh, Tinker,
Shockwave.
crit 260! He needs more! He needs more! The Shockwave is not finishing him off! Oh my god, this game is so close!
By the way, double detonate stopped a Shockwave when the TC was mid-animation there, and then the Mana Potion was forced, and now the Demon Hunter is always fronting the army. Keeper, finally back. Blade Master forced him to push him in vulnerability, but the Demon Hunter might be forced into the same. There's the Shockwave only landing on one hero there. Bat Rider does connect. Nicely done, but Soin has to back away, and again I say, how's he going to heal up? Actually, he's going to heal up easily with 900 gold.
Oh yeah, long distance mining paying off. He's not expanding. Of course, he can't go for a tiny because he's not tier 3. LawLiet out of gold now. Nobody has income anymore. In just a handful of seconds. Can someone sell something? Helm of Valor? Maybe, but crits are also this weird X factor.
Yeah, definitely.
Dependent of energy lets you mana regen so efficiently. You don't want to sell that either.
Yeah, I think he would probably sell the items in that order that you just mentioned if he had to, absolutely had to, which he might the later this game goes because the gold mines are out. Tree of Eternity with Nature's Blessing going to be mining in, what, maybe 70 seconds? So that gives Soin a little bit of time to recover, get more mana, and then I wonder, there's two options at this stage in the game, which we see oh so often in Talon games. Do you go for the Moonwells, where you can't staff or you can't TP, or do you just go for the tree, which has so much HP and repair that it's hard sometimes if you commit to get that kill?
Who got the better nerves? It's also pretty late in Korea. It's past 1 a.m., I believe. Not sure with the time zone changing and stuff, but who can carry this home? Soin is so close. But, you know, Night Elf win condition. You mentioned it. Tree of Eternity is up. In 2 minutes, the light will be mining again. Consistently. No pillage against the Tree of Eternity. And Treants harassing this long distance mining. So far, the light doing this well.
Yeah, if someone had pillage, it would be quite nice. What we've seen in the past, I think this is Grubby was the first one to do something like this.
Grubby!
You force the fight at the expansion, and you send 1 to 2 raiders and just shift-click the Moonwells.
Smart.
And that gives the Night Elf an ultimatum, and of course, if they go to defend the Moonwells, you can kill the Tree of Eternity, game is lost. So that is a play someone could think about, because he's doing that play with the Shockwave, where he just plays very patiently, max range Shockwave, runs away, max range Shockwave. He could do this with 2 raiders as well, attacking Moonwells.
All right. LawLiet, as you suggested, just stays at home. Level 4 Demon Hunter around the corner. Makes him a lot more tanky. Are you taking this fight? Looks like it. Solid opening with 4 talents hit. Tinker in trouble. You don't want to go for that invul that early in the fight. And he doesn't. Massive dispels as well.
Nice start for Soin there. With the Shockwave could land huge here. Oh, triple kill. Everything's almost dead, and Soin has not lost a single unit yet.
That was the perfect moment.
Tinker.
Oh no! He's being caught! Blade Master can close that surround. Looks like it's done. Invo Potion, okay. 7 seconds safety. Is it enough for the staff? It has to be.
TC's
Keeper.
going forward, so he can't save the Tinker level 6.
Oh my god, the Tinker is safe, but on the cost of so much damage. LawLiet down to 30 pop. So many silver medals recently in the past year for LawLiet, and now a round of 12 elimination. Sick! Shockwave again. He's just hitting every single one of them.
All the crit potion of vulnerability used for both the Demon Hunter and the Blade Master. TC has one shockwave left. That one doesn't hit too good except for Moonwells, but who cares at this stage? The Keeper is surrounded. Moonwells is a good thing to be surrounded by, but there's no units left.
Oh, LawLiet. Oh no. The zeros are all about to fall. Level 4 on the demon. That shows you how little he killed in this exchange. Keeper dead by a 252 crit. Another shockwave. How are there so many shockwaves in this fight? Blade Master splits the head of the demon with the backstab. And that must be game 12 supply. LawLiet can't believe it. But there's just one way out of this game, and that's with a GG. Congrats.
Pillage even being researched now. There's going to be no buildings left. LawLiet still trying. He's going to get... Yeah, the Demon Hunter makes sense to get back. Keeper would have no mana and would just die again. LawLiet, what can you do? He's going to have... Well, he's got now 3 buildings left over. Okay, he's rebuilt a couple, and he's moved them over, rather. So he's got a few. Is he actually trying to win this via base race?
I mean, he is mining, but... He doesn't have many buildings left, and he doesn't have the best forces to go for a base race, especially in absence of a keeper, which he can't get back. Demon Hunter and Tinker are obviously leveling quite nicely, but how does he even get back to defend this tree?
Raider even here to control the Demon Hunter. He's still got plenty of peons though in his main base, and yeah, I don't think there's any chance. I have never never seen someone try this much to the bitter end, but credit to LawLiet for trying to find a win condition.
Unbelievable. If you tell me this result any day in the past 2 months, I wouldn't believe you. Probably check you into a mental institution, but this is gonna be a 2-0 for Soin. And there it is, our vice champion eliminated of the W3Champions, and our Season 9 king is in the round of 8 as the second orc after Focus.
Dude, super sick performance by Soin, and also going through the ringer. First map looked good, then he kind of fumbled, the Blade Master died way too many times. But outside of that, he just played it excellent. I especially like the way he controlled the mid game. He was looking for creep jacks on springtime. He was always ahead, the way he's kind of supposed to be. And that strat is so hard to go up against. You know, the keeper talents, but he does it so well. The TC control, absolutely wonderful. Those shockwaves landing so flush. And importantly, he got the level 5 early. He had great creeping before that. He was able to achieve that because of his good mid game, because of his punishes, where LawLiet was able to was forced to turtle for so long. Amazing play by Soin, dude.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I said it in Germany. I look like a fool after he got owned by Happy, but I'll say it again. Soin's got the best micro in the world. Sorry, Happy. I'm saying it again. Maybe I'll get proven wrong again, but hey, for this tournament, he plays so good in this tournament, Soin.
I am very sad. I am very hurt inside, but I gotta admit, Soin was the better player today. Soin played absolutely phenomenal. Great shockwave control most of the time. Great fighting spirit. Great decision making. It's... yeah, what can I say? What can I say?
Well, you still got the shirt, though, at least, Neo.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep later in that shirt.
Oh, that's all right. You know, LawLiet, he's got plenty more tournaments to play. You know, this isn't the end of the road, Neo.
Yeah, maybe I'll replace you with him as a caster. Because I didn't see Cyclone Against an Illusion. I think you banned...
That's true, I'm banned for a year. Damn, well, I guess this is it, guys. I mean, it's been fun, but...
We had a good run, you know, but...
Yeah.
It's fun while it lasted.
We almost made it 2 years.
That's a lot longer than some, you know?
True.
Right on, right on. That was the first day of the W3Champions Finals, Season 12. Illidan donated another $10. He says, okay, Neo, you forced me to do this. I'm a bigger fan of LawLiet than you are. That is impossible.
Oh.
That is absolutely impossible. We can meet each other on a LawLiet Stan bro-off or something. I'm gonna win with ease. Thank you, Moisan, Ohm, and Karapaviator for the profile pictures that you bought. We are incredibly close to 1,700, which is $7.50 short, which is in today's day and age basically a kebab, half a burger, a quarter of a pizza. So chip in if you can.
Chip in if you can. And thank you to everyone that has, and thank you to everyone that's bought those beautiful pictures. Maybe you could screenshot your profile picture and then blow it up in paint and then get it printed, and then you can have the poster that wasn't. But if not, you can have it in your profile, which looks pretty cool too.
Exactly. There you go. For just $5, all the proceeds go directly into the prize pool. We aren't paying the artists. We aren't taking the money for ourselves. We aren't milking the community, as some suggest. We're giving it right.
That was a good Reddit post.
Right to the players. Thank you, Serbian Darks, for the sub. Soin, more like so win. Am I right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He deserved it. He deserved it today, Neil. Come on. That
I
was
said it.
outstanding. And yeah, so far already a great series, the best series of the day. A bit of a shame we didn't get to see map 3. That would have been wonderful as well, but well, we're going to see more of Soin, that's for sure.
100%, and we're going to see more W3Champions tournament as well. Today with the FFA, the first semifinal of the FFA, and tomorrow it's time for more one-on-one, as I saw a couple of people in chat asking, when are the humans playing? Where are the humans in this tournament? Well, guys, the humans are all here tomorrow, as we have guaranteed one human in the round of 8, as Chemico, Hawk, and Sock are all in one part of the bracket. And then we get Foggy, Fortitude, and Starbuck in the second part of the bracket. And that's a pretty bangers day tomorrow.
Yeah, Starbuck maybe. He's listed as random on the Wikipedia, of course, but he might be playing human because he's been doing that a lot recently. So there's a chance we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5 human players tomorrow. So that's should be exciting if you're a fan of that race. I mean, I know I am. I like Human Mirror. I love Human Mirror, so I know, I'm going to enjoy it.
5 out of 5? We got 6 players tomorrow.
Human players in the tournament.
Human players in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yes. That is very true. We could even get a perfect race distribution in the play-ins, because we have an Undead advancing in Labyrinth, we got an Orc advancing in Soin, we got guaranteed human advancing with either Hawk, Chemico, or Sock. And then I guess Foggy has to win tomorrow, and then boom, there we go.
He's got good chances, I think, Foggy. He's always looking pretty good. And then I think the big thing for the top side of tomorrow's day is Chamico or Sock. I mean, for Hawk, he's going to be the severe underdog in both those matches, but he always has chance. I think he's been pretty strong in Human Mirror in the past, but it's really always the ping-ponging of who is better between Sock and Chamico. One is better one month, the other is better the next month, so this might decide it in this tournament.
All right, then. In the FFA, which is starting in around 10 minutes, we got Trunks, the former Meisterschafts player. We got the 2-time W3Champions FFA King in Leluami. We got a player called Trump, and we got a player called Stein, who was really freaking annoying last time we saw him, if I remember this correctly. And of course, I'm gonna have Rulers and some other guys by our side. And holy, Kasimir Katzenknecht, 10 gifted subs. Carson, can you try to pronounce that name?
I knew you were gonna do that. Okay, let me read it. Let me read it and try to forget what you just said, so I could go at it vanilla here.
Yep.
Kasimir Katzenknecht.
Right on. Perfect pronunciation. Osiris NL, thank you for the 2-month resub. Also, Laser Augen wie Heino, one of the.
Oh my god,
that's always my favorite.
Yeah, right. Carson, can you pronounce that as well?
Laseraugen wie Heino.
You got
that.
Heino is an artist, one of the great German artists that we have. You should listen to him on YouTube now. He got wonderful songs. Heino.
Oh, okay. I thought when you were joking about an artist, I thought you were going to tell me to go watch him on a different website, but got it.
Nope. All right, then. You guys got the rest of the day off. I hope you can enjoy your evening or rest of the day. As for Carson, it's basically breakfast time now in Western Canada land. What will you do with the rest of your evening, boys?
I'm going to make some eggs. I'm going to go to the gym and get the pomp, and then I'm going to get in bed early and maybe watch the FFA as well when I'm making some breakfast.
Mr. Demo Man, what's in store for you?
It sounds good. Well, I think I'm going to head on out and get myself a kebab. You know, you got me hungry, you got me thirsty, Neo. Yeah, and then go to bed nice and early and get ready for tomorrow.
All right, then. We see each other after a little restart of the stream in 10 to 15 minutes with the FFA section. Thank you so much for the contributions today towards the prize pool, towards the stream. Yeah, see you in a bit.